customer, Miles. We had done the 70 Chevelle for him a while back with the LS with the Magnuson supercharger. This is his 71 Chevy truck. LS3 swap on this one as well. No supercharger, just straight factory, but engine and trans swap. Currently, we're in the middle of the teardown. We're gonna pull the existing engine and transmission out. We have the bed off because we have to move the fuel tank from the inside of the cab to the rear of the vehicle. And we're gonna do the filler through the taillight like we did on the black GMC. Right now we're in the teardown stage. Then we'll have to do a few things here and there and we'll get the engine and trans and fuel tank in their homes. At that time I'll start working on getting everything plumbed and hooked up and hopefully get Jason freed up long enough to do the taillight filler neck for me.
Carl, see if you can figure out what's wrong with this thing. It won't crank up and everything seems to be put together right.
It ain't got no gas in it.
Got that 9/16 in there?
Yeah, it's in there.
Huh.
Oh, that's nice.
I think it's about time to weld James's toolbox shut.
Answer questions direct, stay to the point. Be kind and courteous.
Like what?
That's it. Don't say nothing stupid. Don't stand there and stare. Don't go get your friends from up front.
Did anybody else catch what he said? Because I wasn't listening.
You guys are all welcome to go to lunch wherever you want and just not eat here. That's fine.
You're doing a good job, though.
I will put all this in bags and eat it over the next few weeks.
What are we gonna hook this to?
No, bro, you need like a rope to just drag that bitch out.
Let me tell you something. I've unloaded 4, 5 of them. These guys know what they're doing. Hey, if you're here, who's at your desk, dude? I'm on my lunch break right now. I got 10 minutes left.
Just moving in a couple small tools, small hand tools, you know, wrenches, ratchets,
Right.
press brakes,
Something
just
easy.
little things.
Yeah, the old machinery is better than the new one. It's made in the 40s, man. It's still around. Yeah, can't find better
shit,
machinery.
huh?
Yeah, that's the best. Same back home in Sweden. We like the old machines better. I used one of those before. I used a lathe, but not a mill. I'm not a machinist. I'm a welder though, but
Right, right.
I know how to use some of it. So yeah, always, press some buttons and see what happens.
Honey, baby, meet me just one last time.
Well, you know, I've found in this business, it's best not to think. I mean, I could quote Top Gun and be like, you know, you don't have time to think up there if you think you're dead. But really, I don't want to think. On the 70 C-10 that we're working on, the axle needs to be narrowed just a small amount, just for wheel fitment and just everything to work the way we want it to work. So starting out by doing a C-clip eliminator on the GM axle, which is never a bad thing anyway. The C-clips are kind of weak when you start putting horsepower in front of them. So I'm machining down basically the axle to fit over the bearing on the C-clip eliminator. So they're nice enough to give you the measurement that they want it to be at and give you the specs that you need to machine to. So after that, I'll do the C-clip eliminator, get everything on there, mock it up, figure out exactly how much I need to take out of the axle tubes, and then we'll machine the other end of the axle off where the C-clip normally goes, shorten the axle tubes, all that kind of stuff. So this guy is gonna get pressed onto that guy. Then that bolts back up to this after you cut this little nubbin off of here. Well, this is the wrong one. That's not even the same thing. Look at that. And how stupid does he think he is? Pretty stupid.
Didn't get too crazy on the Firewall with the AC stuff, you know, because like obviously we could have shaved all that, but painting the plate that comes with the vintage air kit and just put it together like that, I think it worked really good.
Yeah, no, that's clean.
Yeah, very tidy.
Yeah. It's so clean.
Yeah, kind of nice mix
so
between
clean,
modern and old
yeah,
school.
it's exactly what I was saying.
A good customer, Miles, that we've previously done the Chevelle for, brought his C10 back to us. So we had done his C10 like 4 years ago, and we did suspension, Ridetech coilover kit, and we did a wheel with brake kit at the time. Fast forward a few more years, and he's ready for a drivetrain upgrade. Pretty cool truck already, had a LT1 in it, and pulled that out. He, you know, there's really nothing wrong with it, other than just wanted something new. He really liked the power out of the Chevelle and wanted to kind of get some of that in the C10 truck. Put together LS3 4L65 package for him, just something really mild. We did want to dress it up a little bit, kind of look a little old school. Keeping with the old school flavor, we did the Delmos valve cover adapter so we could run the scripted small block Chevy valve covers, the OG ones, and then also running his vintage plug wires and the coil relocation brackets where we put the coils kind of behind the motor just to hide them. In doing the swap, we also had to then now address the exhaust, so it's running just a set of Speed Engineering stainless headers, back with all 2.5-inch stainless bros tubing. Thank you Tycon, running the Borla XR1s. Just great sound, good exhaust. Suspension was, like I said, already on the Ridetech coilover kit, but along the way, Miles was looking for a little bit more aggressive stance. Did a little homework, bought a new set of coilovers from Ridetech, 1 inch shorter than the set that was already on the truck. Installed those, changed out the front springs for some heavier weight springs, kind of increased the spring rate, adjusted them. We got 1 inch out of the front, we got 5/8 out of the back, without making the ride just too harsh to handle. And then with that stance, we kind of had to set it off with a new set of wheels. American Racing always comes through. We got a nice set of 20-inch staggers for it and narrowed the axle a little bit to accommodate our bigger lip. After we pulled the motor, the stock motor, started looking at the Firewall, there was some kind of odd stuff going on with some putty or some kind of plumber's dope or something all over the Firewall. Trying to seal up some of the holes. There was just additional holes drilled in the Firewall over the years. So decision was made to clean it all up. So we welded up all the unnecessary holes on the Firewall, on the inner fenders, on the core support, and then sent it over to Hoagie Shines. Hoagie Shine did all the bodywork and paint on the Firewall, matched the Vintage Air AC cover for us, and he even touched up on all the frame bits that you can see kind of right there under the hood as well. Cleaned up everything for us real nice. Back to the motor, you know, we dressed the motor up with a lot of parts from Holley. We really like their front drive kits, so this motor got one, of course. We're also running their intake manifold, and for the first time we're running their Terminator ECU. We've actually kind of always stuck with factory ECUs just for tuning purposes, but seen a lot of guys running the Terminators, so we tried it out and we had good success. We got it tuned over there at Cordis by Nick D, and super happy with it at this point. For the cooling system, went with an aluminum radiator from Ron Davis with the dual 16-inch fans. Super slick setup, fit was perfect, came dialed in for all our LS stuff. Steam port, you know, correct sizes for the LS cooling system. We had already previously installed the Wilwood brakes, so we didn't really have any work there. master cylinder booster already hooked up, so that system was already ready to go. I kind of wanted to make sure that this truck drove very similar to the way he had it before. We've been doing some 6, 8s, and 10-speed transmissions on some of our bigger builds, and I realized that I just don't think it's necessary on some of these trucks. It's really cool, but the truth is it's for fuel economy. A 4-speed trans on a kind of a 430 horsepower stock LS3 works really, really well, drives really good, like this customer was going to be used to it driving. So we just went with a rebuilt 4L65E from GM Performance, no problems. So along with the drivetrain and the suspension and everything else, we got a little bit in the interior as well. Dakota gauges, always loved the RTX series, so we installed a set of gauges, kind of had some other stuff going on the dash, some scratches around the instrument cluster, and then the retro sound radio wasn't installed correctly. So we even upgraded some stuff there in the audio department, new kicks, subs in the back, full, system for him as well. Miles' truck, sitting right, running real right, and is just an all-around bitchin' truck, man. Stance is killer, amazing what 1 extra inch will do. New 20-inch American Racing staggered setup looks amazing. Can't say enough about this truck, and Miles is super stoked. And we got some more coming from him. It sounds like he's got some other projects he wants to bring to us.